early 1900s. Okay, paper. You make your papers.
Is that what that does?
Yeah, you make papers.
Like these iron. That is gonna called the way of a day's work. This iron represents the way of laundry work known by the Chinese community as the right pound livelihood. Recently, one laundry closing its store in the 1980s. Museum staff noticed deeply worn and eroded floorboards where workers had stood 6 days a week, 20 hours a day. It says to please touch. Like this iron, you iron clothes after it get wet for it. Like that. Here,
Wow.
here's more of the laundry designs.
Yes, the buff.
Yeah, American butcher.
Like hand irons, like that.
Excluded from entering the skilled trades, Chinese can enter the service trades, including trading or capital. Without prevent
On this one, you should be able to see the, you know, my it's really dark here. It says Chinese hand laundry.
Providing service to whites at an intimate level. Hand laundries emerged as one of the predominant early industries for Chinese Americans.
On that way.
Success was not measured fairly for different.
But it's alright to having a really dark sign. On this book, if you know about this one, this is the picture inside the book. Is called the Toy Peddler. The Toy Peddler, San Francisco, Chinatown. It was a photographer, Arnold Jenf, donated in memory of Fo and Edna Chen, MOCA collection. This is that old Chinatown. That's the picture. A book, a picture by Arnold Jenf with text by Will Awin. First published in 1908 by Arnold Jenf, 1912. The sign in the background, Chinese candles, 5 CTS period per bag, has been replaced with Chinese characters to give the impression that this stand was more foreign and Chinese than it was. Here it is, right? You were in the Chinatown, Chinese Museum, yeah. The classic poster. Well, that you went to the classic cinematic in the Hollywood that you were always want to know for it. It has one of the amazing emperor behind the scenes. Martial arts, even Bruce Lee. Chop suey. And then you ever wine this one, this Chinese restaurant. House of Chan. Red lights got really on my camera. Port Arthur Chinese restaurant. Here, how to please your husband. Also got the art and secret of Chinese cookery. What we call this is the legend of La Choy. How you can cook Chinese food. Chinese food, chop suey. That's what we call it for it. The legend of La Choy. They used to call me the Chinese Sammy Davis. I say, no, you got it wrong. The guy said, what do you mean? I said, why don't you call Sammy Davis the Black Larry Long? Larry Long, China doll, MC and dancer. She is. Tom Ball presents Made in China. It was about, in Shanghai, lady artist Zhou Xuan. And then you use Beijing opera. Then run chop suey circuit. This is what it is for it. It is for during the 1930s. 自强不息, which means the rising spirit. Gong Hei Fa Choi, that was about the New Year, Chinese New Year. That were those 12 animals. This is that's called the New Year. Our day today life. Dragon dances. It says to press button for auto. What I call it. And they use here this mask of the dragon dance. Feed me your lunar New Year wishes. On this one for it. It reads it like 中龙来呀学艺尝试远近隔山 I speak about him in 普通话. Here's the one. T-Line, New York Lounge. There's one for it. One of the classical. Here are the Chinese instruments. Libraries. Also this one. The Chinese National Party of Portland, Oregon, USA. I can hear that when I'm speaking Chinese. Here it is, Chinese stamps with the Chinese symbols. Got inside in post office. This is a book about what we call a bachelor family album. From the oral history of Longchen, New York City. MOCA collection. Longchen. It was 1988. Guangdong. That we here's what we got in this can. That one. And lots of people went to Guangdong having the Chinese culture, tea party, either one of the most culinary. This it's called like 美东花椒济南. And this one here. It's kind of, but that's another teapot. Well, you used to have drinking tea, while you have like red tea, green tea, black tea, whatever tea you want for it. even like jasmine tea that I went for before. This is what kind of tea it usually for. It has to steep and brew it with hot water. After the water comes to a boil. What that is, used for the tea factory, Chinese tea factory in Guangdong. It's called like the moon reflected in the pool at Ikwan. Studying how to use for the tea party. Here in Taiwan, there is a capital in Taipei.
Guys, stay here. Let me take
Right here for it, new nation.
Do you want to look under the guys? Guys, come over here.
Right behind.
Hey,
Yep, I'm here.
I'm gonna do it
you're okay.
over here. How to tell Jap from the Chinese. Angry, criticize, victimize allies with emotional outbursts and enemy. You ever know what you can do to do? Here, China. First to fight. United Chinese Relief. Participating in National War Fund. Also, here is the book about the Good Earth. It was written by Fleur S. Buck. A beautiful, beautiful book. Saturday Review. It was published by Pocket. It is Chinese First to Fight United China Relief poster, 1941 to 1946. Allies. This one. This man is your friend. He fights for freedom. Here on a Life magazine. Here's the got it. A Chinese dollar for that. Taiwan flag. Oh yes. Army soldiers with that. Well, you know this here. Well, you could actually have this parade. There are most popular American dreaming. Here's that Chinese and America. Well, that you know, it's kind about if you reading about Mao Zedong, even Deng Xiaoping, with the Chinese President Xi Jinping, Mao Zedong, Hu Jintao, whatever, like that. Here's where this it's time to change before it's too late. Beware of commuters in the United States. What this one here? A Chinese classical television program. Well, that here, you know, there's one old new whatever the chairs, sofas. I forgot to tell you something about this. 李宗同英国家. Oh, I forgot one of the New Year's Eve. That was before this of the dragon.